Hi there, and welcome to the Scratch Junior tutorial. In this video, we will go over some basic functions of Scratch Junior and how to use this program while teaching in your classroom. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to press the school button if you're using it at school. Then you will be presented with the Scratch Junior home screen. So what you're going to do is you're going to press the house. This is the Scratch Junior My Projects main menu. Here is where your students' projects will be stored in case they want to work on them on a future date. To start a new project, all your student has to do is press the plus. Okay, so now we are at the main Scratch Junior programming stage. So what we have so far is we have Scratch Junior, the cat, and we have some buttons for functions down at the bottom. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a background for our cat. So to create a background, we're going to go to the top of the iPad and press the background picture. So there's many backgrounds to choose from. I think I'm going to choose a snowy background. So after I've chosen my background, it will be highlighted in orange, and all I have to do is press the check mark to select it. Now we can see that Scratch Junior has a background. So my background is a snowy forest. So the next step we're going to want to do is we're going to want to edit our character and make it personal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this cat, and I'm going to press the paint button to make my cat into something that I want. Okay, so since I pressed that paint button, we are now presented with the Scratch Junior character management tool. So what we can do here is we can change the cat's colors, we can rename the cat. So I'm going to rename the cat as Ryan. Then just press go, and your cat is renamed. Next, I want to change the color of my cat. So my favorite color is blue, so that's what I'm going to choose. And any part of the cat that I want to turn into blue, I'm just going to click. Okay, so we can see his face is blue. His shoes are blue. The outline of his tail is blue. And now his tail is blue. So now I really like how this character looks, so this is how I'm going to keep my character. You can edit your character, but I will go over that in a separate video. Okay, so once you're done, just press the check mark, and you're back to the home screen where you can see your background that you've chosen and your character. So the next step that we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to program our character. There's a couple of steps that we have to remember when creating a computer program. We always need a start, which is like the beginning of a sentence, so we could think of it as a capital. Then we need a middle, where he's doing something, so in this video we're going to use movement. And then we need an end piece, where he's going to finish, and it's kind of like a period in programming language. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the start piece. So the start piece can be accessed by clicking the yellow button. And what we're going to use is the green flag. So all you have to do is slide the green flag beside the cat. So there is the start of our Scratch Junior program. So if I press the green flag at the top of the screen, it will tell Ryan, the cat, to start the program that I've programmed it to. So we haven't actually attached any other puzzle pieces, so nothing will happen when I press that green flag. So the next step that I have to do is I have to select something that will move the cat. So in the blue puzzle pieces, I have different pieces that can move the cat. So I have an arrow pointing to the right, an arrow pointing to the left, an arrow pointing up, an arrow pointing down, a circle going to the right, a circle going to the left. And those are the basic movements that your character can do. I recommend choosing 4 to 5 pieces for your first program. So what I'm going to choose is I'm going to choose an up arrow, and all you do is slide it and make sure it connects to your puzzle piece. So there we go. So if I press the green button now, we can see that our character has moved up on the background. Okay, so my next puzzle piece I'm going to add is an arrow to the right, arrow to the left, 2 arrows down, and a circle to the right. So I have a couple more pieces than what I recommended. I have 6 pieces, but that's okay. You can have as many pieces as you want in the program. One thing to remember is to keep all the puzzle pieces attached. So if I have a puzzle piece that's not attached, it won't go when I press the green flag for the cat. We can see it stopped right there on that puzzle piece and it didn't continue into these two. So if I attach these two and I press the green flag, we can see that those 2 pieces now are included in the program. So that's the first basic steps on how to move your character using Scratch Junior. So the next step that we're going to want to do is we want to finish this program. So to finish this program, we're going to need an ending piece. The ending pieces in Scratch Junior are colored in red. So I'm just going to press the red puzzle piece, and we can see there's 2 different types of end pieces that can be used when using Scratch Junior. There's this red piece, which has nothing on the inside, which just tells Scratch Junior that the program is ended and there's nothing else to do. So I'll press the green flag now, and we can see the program has ended. But if I don't use this piece, and I decide to use this one, which has 2 arrows on it, this piece will repeat the program many, many times over, and it will never stop. So I'll just give you an example. So we can see that the program is repeating, and there's nothing I can do to stop it unless I press the big stop button. So this function is very useful in coding to repeat something that you don't want to have to type in again. So in this case, we're using puzzle pieces. And our puzzle pieces are very important because they're our code. They're how the computer understands what I want my character named Ryan to do. So if I do not have these pieces down here, Ryan won't know what to do, and the iPad doesn't know what to tell Ryan to do. So it's very important that all of our puzzle pieces are connected. So that's lesson 1 on how to use Scratch Junior. Thanks for watching.